Rabbi Moses ben Maimon, commonly known as Maimonides, or in Hebrew, Rambam, was a preeminent medieval Jewish philosopher, Torah scholar, physician, and one of the most influential Jewish intellectuals of all time. He was born in Córdoba, Spain, in 1135, during the golden age of Jewish culture in Spain, and died in 1204 in Fostat, now part of Cairo, Egypt. Maimonides' works span a wide array of disciplines, from Jewish law, halakha, to philosophy, medicine, and ethics. His contributions shaped not only Jewish thought but also broader intellectual traditions in both the Islamic and Christian worlds. 2. Early life and education. Maimonides was born into a distinguished family of scholars. His father was a rabbi and a judge, who was instrumental in shaping his early intellectual development. However, Maimonides' life took a dramatic turn in his early adulthood, when following the Almohad invasion of Spain, his family fled to Morocco. Eventually, Maimonides settled in Fostat, Egypt, where he spent much of his life. During his youth, Maimonides immersed himself in Jewish, Greek, and Arabic thought, studying the works of Aristotle, Plato, and Islamic philosophers like Avicenna, Ibn Sina. His education formed the basis for his philosophical and theological contributions, which harmonized Jewish tradition with Greco-Arabic philosophy. 3. Major works of Maimonides. Mishneh Torah, the Second Torah. One of Maimonides' most monumental works, Mishneh Torah is a comprehensive systematic codification of Jewish law. Completed in 1180, it was groundbreaking because it presented Jewish law in a clear and organized manner, making it accessible to Jews who were not scholars. The Mishneh Torah consists of 14 books, covering all aspects of Jewish law, from ritual observance to civil law. Its goal was to provide a code of law that could be followed by all Jews, irrespective of their level of scholarship. The Guide for the Perplexed, More Nevuchim. Maimonides' philosophical masterpiece, The Guide for the Perplexed, seeks to reconcile Jewish faith with Aristotelian philosophy. It addresses the conflict between faith and reason, providing a rationalist interpretation of biblical teachings. The work is aimed at scholars who were confused by apparent contradictions between the teachings of Judaism and the philosophy of the time. The guide discusses topics such as the nature of God, prophecy, and divine providence. It remains a key text in both Jewish and general philosophy. Commentary on the Mishnah. Maimonides wrote an important commentary on the Mishnah, the foundational text of Jewish oral law. His work on the Mishnah is notable for its clear and systematic approach, as well as its integration of philosophy and law. It became an essential text for rabbinical students and scholars. 4. Maimonides' influence. Maimonides' works, particularly the Mishneh Torah and the Guide for the Perplexed, have had a profound and lasting impact on both Jewish law and philosophy. His codification of Jewish law in Mishneh Torah served as a model for later codifications, including those by Joseph Caro, the Shulchan Aruch, in the 16th century. Maimonides also contributed significantly to the fields of medicine and ethics. As a physician, he served as a personal doctor to the Sultan of Egypt, Saladin's vizier, and wrote extensively on medical ethics, hygiene, and practical medicine, all deeply influenced by both classical Greco-Roman and Islamic medical traditions. In philosophy, his attempt to reconcile the teachings of the Torah with Aristotelianism was groundbreaking. He argued that faith and reason were not inherently contradictory, and his rationalist approach to religion became a cornerstone of Jewish philosophy, influencing later Jewish thinkers such as Baruch Spinoza and even Christian philosophers like Thomas Aquinas. 5. Controversy surrounding Maimonides. Despite his towering intellectual achievements, Maimonides' works were not universally accepted during his lifetime, and controversy surrounded him both during and after his death. Some of the main sources of contention included the Mishneh Torah's authority. Maimonides' Mishneh Torah was criticized by some for its claim to provide an authoritative, comprehensive code of Jewish law that could stand on its own without reference to earlier sources, such as the Talmud. This was perceived as problematic because Jewish legal tradition, emphasized the need for deep study of Talmudic texts and their commentaries. Some feared that the Mishneh Torah would lead to a more superficial understanding of Jewish law. Philosophical views in the Guide for the Perplexed. Maimonides' philosophical views were controversial, especially his rationalist interpretation of the Bible. Some Jewish scholars saw his integration of Aristotelian philosophy into Judaism as a threat to traditional beliefs. His views on the nature of God, the use of allegory in interpreting the Bible, and his reluctance